What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Frankiehardworkshow with breaking news, pretty much. The courts released transcripts. They unsealed it Thursday, so I'm gonna give you the story. I'm gonna go right into it. In the grand jury transcripts, a witness testified that the rapper Eric Holder of rumors that Holder have been snitching about the Rolling 60 gang and that the police documents or court records showed it. Quote, "You need to address it." End quote. The witness, hustle friend Herman Douglas, said, "That's Cowboy." Remember the rapper saying, quote, basically telling him, the guy, you need to be careful, because people got some paperwork on you. End quote. The witness, Nipsey Hussle friend Herman Douglas, Cowboy, testified that he, Hussle, and Holder had all been affiliated with the gang at some point, though he and Hussle had not been involved in any recent gang activity. Holder shot and killed Hussle and wounded two other men March 31st as they stood outside the Marathon Hussle South Angeles clothing store. Holder has pleaded not guilty. A homicide investigator testified at the hearing that surveillance camera footage showed Holder running from the scene with a gun in each hand, so he had two ratchets. Wow. The transcript offered the first glimpse into the prosecution case against Holder, who was arrested on April 2nd, 2 days after the shooting. Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore had said 2 days after the shooting that the dispute between Holder and Hussle was personal and did not involve any gang activity. Asked those about those comments Thursday, LAPD spokesman Officer Tony Imes said he had no additional information Thursday, and the department likely won't release more information because the case is in the court. Pardon me, y'all, I apologize. The woman who drove Holder from the scene also testified she heard the men talk about snitching. The woman, a healthcare worker who have known Holder for about a month, testified that she had been excited to see Hussle when they arrived at the plaza and took photo with him, having no idea Holder's intentions beyond getting food. Wonder she telling the truth. I was like, oh, there go Nipsey Hussle. He look fine. I want to take a picture. This as I'm going into the plaza and turning in. As I'm saying all this, Eric is not saying nothing. The woman, whose name was not given in the transcript, said she and Holder had pulled out the plaza and were sitting in her car when Holder, who had been loading a gun, got out the car and told her to wait. She said she then heard two gunshots. Holder returned to the car soon after. Quote, I asked him, what's going on? What's going on? The woman testified. Quote, he like drive before I slap you. The grand jury listened to 3 days of testimony before it returned an indictment charging Holder on May 9th with the murder, attempted murder, and other felonies. The documents were ordered unsealed by Superior Court Judge Robert J. Perry after hearing Thursday, where Kelly Sager, an attorney for the Los Angeles Times, argued that there was no legal rationale for keeping them secret. She really wanted to know. The defense moved to keep them under seal, arguing that the publication could keep Holder from getting a fair trial. Declined by Deputy Public Defender Lowen Young declined comment on the decision. So, wow, how do you feel about this? This was deep right here. She pretty much was giving the story. I mean, they still ain't released what Eric Holder said yet because he was just quoting well, but of course, he pleaded not guilty, but they still didn't put his transcripts out yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to put out more transcripts. But how do you feel about this? Does this change everything right here in your eyes? Does this change everything right here in your eyes? Because I just made a video about Nipsey Hussle moms feeling like, I basically said the story, was Nipsey Hussle moms trying to tell us something? Because to me, it just was weird. Her whole speech was kind of weird. So I want to know how you feel about this situation. Because with me, I feel like the thing that stuck out to me is that she said 2 shots. So that sounds crazy. Like, they got that on records. Like, when they, and then also, it's also alleged, I heard somewhere else, I think, I forgot what I heard of that, but they were saying that he was shot 10 times. Matter of fact, I heard it from one of the other YouTuber in the news with it. Shout out to him. But I heard that he was shot 10 times. You understand? So that's a big deal. And how do you feel about Cowboy? Because Cowboy testified in this, and you know he pretty much put out there what he said or whatever. I wonder if that was all. And then and also they were saying that they saw him talking to police and things of that nature. So tell me how you feel about this. I'm curious to know how you feel about this. You know, they was killing Cowboy throughout this whole thing, and I made a video about Cowboy. And I remember saying to myself, like, you know, I kind of believe him a little bit. Because, you know, at the same time, he's from that area. He's still alive. So, you know what I mean? That got to mean something. And also, it seems like they said 2 guns. Like, that's crazy because you don't see that in that video. Like, when you see it in the video, you don't see him running with 2 guns. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? They had, like, different angles. That's kind of crazy to me. And, like, he really was pissed about that snitcher comment, huh? So do you still feel like it's some sort of a theory? I mean, so some sort of conspiracy going on with that? Do you still believe it's that? Or do you believe it's, you know, just some street situation that, you know, went wrong? Because like I also made a video about him. Because like I said, he was shaking his hand, he was kicking it with him and everything. I made a video about that. And I guess, you know, being as though, you know, he said he was snitching and this and that, but the way it was sounding like Nipsey wasn't coming at him that hard. You know what I mean? He was just basically telling him, like, yo, you need to fix it type. You know what I'm saying? Then dude left and came back. And in the video that I put out a while back is in the Nipsey Hussle. You can check throughout it, but in the Nipsey Hussle playlist. But in the video I played back, you see him walking up, and I said that. I said that like, yo, he walking up like everything was cool. And it also been alleged that one of Nipsey Hussle boys seen him walking up. And I said that in that last video because the way he was walking up and the way he just did it, it was like he had no issue. So it was like maybe they didn't feel no type of threat. See, like this kind of changed everything a little bit because, you know, everybody was looking at Nipsey Hussle camp like, yo, how these niggas ain't out here with bangers, even though they still should have been holding them down to me, you know, but, you know, things happen. But for the most part, it's just changed. This statement changes a lot. But I'm curious to hear what what Eric Holder got to say. So we gotta let this play out, y'all. And you know, I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated as this go along. It's your boy Frankie Hard Work. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your opinion. And also share this. Be easy.